Hello, I'm Mr. Ed.
A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed.
Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, starring Richard Basehart, David Hedison, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
Creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. The house is a museum, when people come to see 'em, they really are the spree 'em, the Addams Family.
Neat. Sweet. Petite.
So get a witch's doll on, a broomstick you can call on. We're gonna pay a call on the Addams Family.
The Untouchables, a Desilu production. Tonight's episode, The Gang War, starring Robert Stack as Elliot Ness.
Name, Richard Kimball. Doctor of Medicine. Destination, Death Row, State Prison. Richard Kimball has been tried and convicted, but laws are made by men, carried out by men, and men are imperfect. Richard Kimball is innocent. Proved guilty, what Richard Kimball could not prove was that moments before discovering his wife's body, he encountered a man running from the vicinity of his home. A man with one arm. A man who has not yet been found. Richard Kimball ponders his fate as he looks at the world for the last time and sees only darkness. But in that darkness, fate moves its huge hand.
Fugitive. A QM production, starring David Jansen as the Fugitive.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship's aground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, a movie star, and the rest are here on Gilligan's Isle.
Oh, good evening. You know, I had a bit of a laugh today. An American fellow came up to me and asked me the way to Marble Arch, and we got chatting, and turned out he came from Chicago. And the next thing he wanted to know where I wore my gun. Straight up. You wouldn't believe it. You know, they just wouldn't believe that the English police don't carry artillery. He wanted to know what I'd do if I came up against a bloke with a gun. Well, I told him it didn't happen to me very often. Matter of fact, it's only happened once. It's a funny story, really, though there wasn't much to laugh at. Not at the time.
This is Simon Templar.
And now for something completely different.
Monty Python, the Flying Circus.
Call him Flipper, Flipper, you'll see him smiling right from the start. He'll play it smart. Beware of Flipper, Flipper, he's such a lover. You will discover when he steals your heart.
Hello, I'm Mr. Red.
A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Go right to the source and ask the horse. He'll give you the answer that you endorse. He's always on a steady course. Talk to Mr. Ed.
Moving, oh, they're disapproving. Keep them doggies moving, Rawhide. Don't try to understand them, just hope and grow and brand them. Soon we'll be living high and wide. My heart's calculating, my true love will be waiting at the end of my ride. Move 'em on, hit 'em up, move 'em on, hit 'em up, Rawhide. Cut 'em out, ride 'em in, let 'em out, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, Rawhide.
Invaders, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Roy Finnis as architect David Vincent.
The Invaders, alien beings from a dying planet. Their destination, the Earth. Their purpose, to make it their world. David Vincent has seen them. For him, it began one lost night on a lonely country road looking for a shortcut that he never found. It began with a closed, deserted diner and a man too long without sleep to continue his journey. It began with the landing of a craft from another galaxy. Now, David Vincent knows that the invaders are here, that they have taken human form. Somehow he must convince a disbelieving world that the nightmare has already begun.